Hi guys, I'd like to talk today about codependency and what causes codependency. Well, a codependent is developed from an overbearing parent who has no feelings, or doesn't care, doesn't have enough time for the child, and the child is continually trying to get appreciation from the parent, and the parent just doesn't care. And usually the parent is a narcissist in these cases, where the parent just can't be bothered with the child. The child might go to school and come home with some homework or a picture they drew or whatever. The parent just could not be bothered. They just have no concern. And this little child, they go out of their way trying to please their parent. And the parent will usually put them down. The parent might comment that they never will make anything of themselves. And this is often the case. And the child grows up with this mindset, because this is the training of the child's mind. In the first 6 to 7 years, this is the development of the personality of the individual, who will eventually grow up and become an adult. But in the case where a child is not loved, they may never have been told that they were loved. They may have never been hugged. They've never been appreciated for anything they may do. And this child will continually go out of their way trying to get appreciation from the parent, trying to get the parent to actually believe that the child is worthy of something. The child isn't just a piece of dirt. This is what the child is thinking. And the child will try this, and eventually the child will give up, and they will succumb to what they're being told. Like if they're being told they're useless, or they'll never amount to anything, and they're not appreciated. And this child grows up actually believing this. After they get into their teens, into their adult years, this child is already programmed from these first few years of life, and they're programmed to believe that they're not worth anything. They can't do anything. And I've had people ask me, how did I overcome codependency? And I'll give you a brief summary of what I've gone through. Like, I had a narcissistic parent, and I had 3 sisters, and well, I have 2 now. One passed away, but my mother, being a narcissist, she didn't care. She showed no love, no appreciation. We were just objects. She didn't really care about feeding us. I recall, and my sisters also recall, we were hungry all the time. We were just like we were dogs or something, and she fed us when she felt like it or when she thought of it, you know. So I was very codependent growing up, and I had this feeling that I wasn't worthy of anything. I was told continually I'd never amount to anything, and this actually becomes a belief, because this is what is programmed into your child's mind. And a person who actually is grown up and they are adult, they're still retaining their initial 6 to 7 years of training, because this is who the person is. So I'd been a codependent. I'd always gone out of my way to try to get people to care about me. I had this feeling that people could see inside of me and actually could see all the fault with me, that I was useless, that I had no value. But I did, in the last couple of years, it's only been a couple of years that I've really understood why I had been victimized by narcissists so many times. And then I realized that I was codependent, that I couldn't depend on myself. I depended on other people to show appreciation to me because I felt that I wasn't worth anything. And of course, the narcissist, when you first meet them, they're going to do the love bombing. They're going to say you're the best and you're a valuable person. And this is just what the codependent is looking for. They say, wow, this person actually cares for me. And this is what the narcissist does to the codependent, because this is what the codependent seeks: valuation, appreciation, knowing that they're cared about, that they're worthwhile. And what I did, I had gone on YouTube, and there's a number of meditation sessions for people that have been through codependency, and it's the reprogramming of your mind, because your mind is programmed to think that you aren't worth anything. Now, I've listened to quite a few meditation videos, and this had made the difference. It's like the fear you might have. I used to have a fear of, I ran these little businesses, and people would call me, and I'd give them quotes over the phone, and they would want me to come and see them because they want to see who's doing their work for them. But I had this fear. If people saw me, they're going to see inside of me. They're going to see incompetency about me. This is all that was programmed into my mind. So what I learned later, I had to force myself to do things that I was afraid of. If I was afraid to confront a person, I would go and confront that person. Face the fear and do it anyways. And the fear goes. When you do what you're afraid of doing, you do it enough times and you're not afraid of that anymore. And I was a very insecure person for the majority of my life, and I'd been taken advantage of many, many times. And I had learned now that if there's something in my mind programming, say for example, some codependents are afraid to go any place, to go to a doctor's office, go to a government building, whatever, and this is programming that they have in their mind, telling them that everybody is staring to them and everybody can see all the negativity, see that you're a loser. This is just a big lie. And the way to get over this, if you have a fear, confront that fear. Do it. That fear will go away. And if you're afraid to talk to people, you're a person that stands out of the way, away from the crowd, go and confront the crowd. It might scare you at first, but after a while, you'll be in the center. And it's reprogramming the negative programming that we were taught. Now, there are quite a few meditation videos on recovery from codependency on YouTube, and I would highly suggest going to these meditation videos, and you will see, like I have seen myself, I have come a long ways. That codependency is all behind me. I'm in control of myself. I feel good about myself. And this is something that everyone out there who has been codependent, who is codependent, who has been taken advantage of, and especially by narcissists, because the narcissist can see you a mile away. They just can feel you out. And if they feel that you're an insecure, codependent person, they say, aha, here's a person I can take advantage of. And all they have to do is say, wow, you're a great person. I've never met anybody as nice as you. And the codependent is sucked in by this. But you can get over the codependency. Face the fear and do it anyways. Anyways, guys, I thank you for listening today. And subscribe if you haven't. Like and share. And I'll speak to you on the next video. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye for now.